I used some writing samples that I wrote as a project to get into a neuroscience program that I was interested in.
While I was applying for college, I used a lot of what I was learning from RePicture, sort of as fodder for many of my responses to supplemental essays. So, for those of you applying to college, this is definitely something that you want to mention.
RePicture gave me the confidence to challenge myself, be out of my comfort zone. So I took the opportunity to do the writing. When I did that and I submitted the project, and I was proud that project won, and I won the competition, and I won a book, the code, I believe so. And when I applied for my master's for to get the grant, the position as a research assistant, so they asked me for a writing sample, and I sent them the writing samples from RePicture. And the advisor who took a look at it, he was impressed with it, and I got the job and I got the grant and I graduated. So I'm really grateful. So thank you guys.
The person who was interviewing me, who's now my supervisor, he found my RePicture profile because I had linked it on my resume, and that's what I submitted to the company. And he told me he wasn't really sure what it was, but he clicked on the link and he was pleasantly surprised that he was able to find out all this kind of background information on me, my education, what kind of projects I've worked on, both with RePicture, with my other engineering internship in school, and also he got to learn more background information about me and my hobbies and interests, and we were able to kind of share those interests.
You can learn about so many different careers, all in just one 6-week program.
I learned the importance of finding a topic that you're really invested in and interested in and willing to devote valuable summer vacation time to.
Because once you have this presentation, you can use it to your advantage when applying for internships or even college.
So you really want that work to be kind of like an example of what you'll be able to put forward in the workplace.
I think probably the most impactful, as I mentioned before, was meeting the professional in the STEM industry I was interested in because, she gave me a lot of great advice and, she was very experienced and that's very valuable.
There was a speaker on semiconductors, which I had no idea what those were, but then I learned that there was something to do with like microchips, and it was really interesting.
I vividly remember my interview with a civil engineer. Her name's Carolyn Voder, and the process afterward. It was engaging during the interview, being able to form new questions as she talked to me, as opposed to just sticking to the script that I had initially laid out. So, and afterward, I published a RePicture page on all the information that she gave me during the interview, and I sent it to her, and she received many warm wishes from her and a promise of support whenever I needed it. So this is a prime example of how RePicture can offer you networking opportunities.
When I walked into the interview, I had zero interview experience. I barely ever even been interviewed myself, so I really had no idea what to expect and what to say. That skill, I think I will definitely take away and use throughout my entire career.
RePicture also gave us a really good opportunity to, make peer contacts and professional contacts. And I have used the professional contact that I have made from RePicture.
Getting to know the other students and you guys. So it was a great experience.
Overall, my favorite part was meeting all these new people that I never would have had the opportunity to meet and connect with before. And also, because I was on the peer mentor side of things, so I was reading everyone's projects, and they were all super interesting and not things that I would have learned about otherwise. So it was good to kind of get out of my own little like civil environmental engineering world and branch out and kind of learn about new topics.
I think RePicture is just a really great starting point, especially for new students. You kind of get kind of like an outline of the professional world, and I think that's super useful. And I mean, for me, like I said before, it's good to have that guideline, even though I'm starting to head into the professional world.
So if someone were to ask me, well, why should I join the RePicture community? I would say to them that it's the best place to start if you've never had that experience out of just normal school. For example, if you're just somebody that goes to your classes and takes your courses just to get a grade, but you have no really foundation on like career skills, career building, or anything of the sort that is related to your future, I would say join the RePicture community. They teach you about different things such as networking, getting in contact with STEM professionals. It's really just a great way to put yourself out there and make yourself more known, and also get more accustomed to what your future will bring.